day on the sea.
Good morning, everybody. It is exactly 4 a.m. on August 6th, 2023. We're about to shove off on the Reluctance for Ensenada. Yeah, I did it again. Shove off on the Relentless. I just started to tease myself calling it the Reluctance. It's not, it's the Relentless. Hey, this is my son-in-law, Mike Bodenstedt, married to my daughter, Laura. You've seen pictures now online of their three beautiful kids who were on a quick little shakedown cruise with us as we tested all the different systems they had just installed prior to departure. Mike's going to help me take it on down to Ensenada so that I don't screw up or drown, which is always a good thing. Now I go like this, and there I am, waking up, and like I said, it's 4 a.m. So we're not here to look pretty. We're here to get started. Let's get going. Well, again, good morning. It is currently about 5:30, about 5:20 or so. We've been out now for about an hour and 10 minutes. We are, I would say, about 7 nautical miles outside of San Diego. We are in Mexican territory. That happens very quickly when you come out of the channel in San Diego. It's still very dark out, although you can just see the faintest hint of light in what's going to be probably a marine layer morning. We'll see, although it's pretty bright to my left, off there, as you can see probably. And to our right, I can look up and see some cloud cover still, but that's, again, the marine layer. So anyway, here's our story right now, and I'm sticking to it. As you see from all these instrument panels, we're heading 175 degrees south. And our next waypoint is just to the east of the Las Palmas Islands. There's this little area, it's not that little, between those islands and the mainland. Our path to Ensenada takes us right past those islands. I've seen over here on this, there's 115 degrees ocean between us. And the old adage is you're never more than a couple miles away from land, whether horizontally or vertically. Right now we're 115 feet away from land, and probably 4 or 5 miles offshore. So here we are. Once you get set on autopilot, there's not a whole heck of a lot to do. So radar for this. The radar should alert us. Radar right now is about 1.5 nautical miles each way. Yeah. Around the road. Set all kinds of alarms. We're running at 2,400 RPM, 2,430 RPM on each motor. We're not going to bother to raise the sails yet, number one, because it's so cold. And number two, it's not. And we'd rather see what we're doing. This is for reasons. When the lights go on. Sunrise. There's also a big old compass here, and you can monitor things by your true magnetic north, or your true north, or your magnetic north, whatever happens to turn on. So Mike Bodenstedt has been just enormously helpful during all of this, way more than I could possibly imagine, and certainly made my job easy. That I can get to sit here and point and shoot. And so that's our story right now. We're sticking to it. It is still pre-dawn, out to sea, en route to Ensenada. Okay, well, it's all pre-dawn. The sun has not quite come up yet. There's Mike playing with our new binoculars.
Morning.
There's Mike. Give us a smile.
How we doing? Good morning. We even got a fishing rod.
Got a fishing rod in the water.
Trying to chase some tuna.
Seeing a few birds still out here. Yeah, we're going to bring in a 400-pounder today.
Have to cut the line if it's that big.
So here we are. It's just a beautiful morning. And right now you can't even see. Man, there's faint lights. You probably cannot see them out there, but they're there. So I don't know, we're maybe 5 miles offshore, maybe three and a half miles offshore. And we are on a course right now. We're still on our course for 173 degrees, which is almost due south, not quite. We're about 5 degrees off of due south, but we're following our plotter. And the next waypoint that you see there, that big X, that's just inside those islands that you see on the chart. We're at 120 feet of water, 120.3, and we've got our radio going, but what I learned is that when I turn this phone on, the radio stops going. So they're just playing some tunes from my iPhone. And right now you can also see that we have our engines at about 2,420 RPMs. And that shows the engine hours, 198 to 200. And the reason why there are so many hours on it is because they had to, I'm going to reverse this now so I can talk to you. The reason we have so many so many hours, 200 hours, is because for whatever reason, when they delivered this boat from Europe, it came on a big freighter, you know, and it just sits on top of a freighter, and the masts are down. They haven't been what's called stepped yet. And they went right through the Panama Canal, right past San Diego, and up to Stockton, where it was unloaded at Stockton, which is a huge port. People don't realize. What's the name of that river, Mike?
The American River.
The American River, yeah. And, you know, it's a huge commercial port, way inland. It's kind of surprising. Anyway, that's why we are showing that many hours, because I wasn't allowed on the boat there because I didn't own it yet. So they had a crew that brought it down to San Diego where it got commissioned. And it's taken a long time. I took formal deliveries.
Boat off your port.
Yeah, there it is. See, now look. See, here you go. This guy just, I got to turn it around. Take a quick look. This guy's just tooling right by us. All right, he's going a little bit faster than we are. And he's chasing the fishies. We're going 7.4 knots right now. A nautical mile is about 6,000 linear feet, whereas a statutory mile is 5,280, as any school kid can tell you. So anyway, back to me. And I promised to explain to you why we are taking the boat to Ensenada. And I will in just a moment. But I just wanted you to see what it's getting like as the sun comes up. Welcome back. I had promised you an explanation as to why this boat is going to spend 6 months of its life, the next 6 months of its life, in Ensenada, Mexico, or at least outside U.S. waters. The state of California, depending on where you keep your boat, will impose a sales tax on boats of up to 10.25%. Right now we have a slip reserved for us at San Pedro, which is near LA. And it's the sales tax, if it got assessed there, would be 10.25% of a very substantial amount of money, because this is not a cheap boat. Now, if you are a resident of California, under California law, it's pretty hard to dodge that bullet to avoid the sales tax. However, if you are a non-resident, and this is California law, so we're not doing anything wrong, you take delivery, but you document the fact delivery was made offshore. You have to be at least 3 miles offshore. So it's called an offshore delivery. You hire an attorney, and I did, and they did all the paperwork to help us document it. The boat broker, of course, knew exactly what to do. We took pictures of the location where the boat was, where I accepted delivery. But then we brought it back. That was on June 29th, and here it is August 7th. So what have we been doing? Well, the boat's been getting commissioned this entire time. There were a bunch of extras that I wanted to make sure we had. I wanted to make sure we had a water maker, so that we were self-sustaining out here for as long as we needed to be, if ever that occurred. I wanted to make sure we had a FLIR nighttime camera, which I've shown you. I think I showed you how that worked when it was still dark out. And a lot of different little extras. Oh, air conditioning in the salon. It's weird. They had air conditioning in the hulls, where people sleep, but not in the main salon where people spend most of their time. And it gets toasty, so we went ahead and had that done too. Everything from fishing rod holders to making sure we had all the necessary life-saving gear. We have a great big automatically inflatable life raft for 6. You pull a cord, it falls out of the bottom of the boat, you jump on, and you're on your way, which I hope, of course, we will never use. So anyway, here's the rule. If you live out of state and you take delivery of a boat that you're going to keep in California waters eventually, you have to spend the first 6 months after taking delivery outside of U.S. waters after the boat is thoroughly commissioned. So now that it's been turned over to me, the last work was done literally yesterday as they put in fishing pole holders and so on. So this is, it didn't sit idle. Between some of the jobs that they were doing, we took it out on a quick cruise, kind of a shakedown cruise. I did that twice, actually, once with one of the fellows that gave me a tutorial on how it worked, and then again with the family, with Mike's family, Mike and Laura's family, a couple of days ago. But that was just a quick spin, just for me to test the equipment and for Mike to get familiar too, because he's with me here today. So that's why you go down there. So now you got to sit down there for 6 months, and it's okay. It's a fairly easy drive, I am told, from our place in Newport Beach down to Ensenada. But you are in Mexico, but it's what's called their free zone, and you're on a highway the whole way to Ensenada, pretty much, once you get through Tijuana. So it'll be an adventure, and of course I'll document that as well. All right, that's my story. I'm sticking to it, and that's why this boat is spending 6 months in Mexican waters.
We've got some dolphins coming right across our bow. Look at that. Awesome. See if they surface again.
All right, wanted to share with you what the islands look like just off to our starboard side. So here we go. There it is. These are the Coronado Islands. We're in Mexican waters. These are Mexican islands. And not surprisingly, there are some fishing boats out there. Again, it's still early in the morning, early Monday morning. And there you have it. There's Mike. It is about 9 o'clock now in the morning, and we're more than halfway already to Ensenada. There are a couple of small boats way out there in the distance. You might see a little bit there. But if you look around, basically, there's nothing to see this morning because everything is gray. It is as flat as a pancake out here. There's no wind. We don't even have the sails up. There'd be no reason to put them up right now because there's no dang wind. Imagine how mariners once felt, who had to rely entirely on wind. They're out of luck. I'm gonna walk around here and just kind of show you. All right, that's what's going on the horizon. See the plate running at about 2,400 RPM, engine max about 2,800. So I think you can see it's just whoa. The ocean just blends into the horizon. It's just gray and nothing much going on out there. That's why I haven't shared a lot of video with you, because there's nothing much to see. It's nice to be out at sea. It's nice to be away from land, but there's just not a lot going on. All right, we'll keep you posted. All right, we're probably 15 nautical miles or so from our final destination, 15 to 20. Right now we're on a heading of 170 degrees, which is almost due south. We did put the sails up, as you may know, and we got a little bit of wind. So we have a nice sunny day. So I'm going to turn now to 115 degrees to kind of head in, and I'm hoping we're going to pick enough wind. I may have to tack on either side of that or actually do a run because the wind's kind of behind us. All right, so here we go. Let's see what happens. Sails are getting it all screwed for a minute. It's a self-chiding jig. Doesn't shut. Good job. Great. Oh, that was painless. You know, I'd like to give you more of a flavor of what it's like to be out here on this beautiful ocean, about 10 miles offshore right now, with about 11 miles, about 10, 11 nautical miles left to go on our trip. It is now, I don't know, 10-ish, 10:30 in the morning, maybe, no, it's closer to 11, I guess. And you lose track of time. What I can show you, though, is just how beautiful this place really is. Here we are, we're up in the cockpit. Got a nice straight wake. The sails are working for us reasonably well, even though it's very light winds. Right now, if I hold this way up, you can start to see the sails go way up there, and then that's the mainsail, and then there's the jib. That's Mike just sitting down there, living the life, living the dream. There's got nothing but water around him. For a few hours, when you're at sea, you are away from the works of man. And it's just the most refreshing, wonderful feeling. I know maybe it's not everyone's cup of tea, but it sure is mine. Here we are. We saw some wildlife on the way up, a number of dolphins, but they were too far off and it was still really kind of gray and hard to see. But it's now a gorgeous, beautiful day as we head closer into Ensenada. Well, son of a gun, we are approaching the Coral Hotel and Marina in Ensenada. Out there in the distance, you see the break wall. And we're going to go around that break wall, and as I do, then I will radio into them on their channel 71. They've already assigned us a slip, and hopefully we'll find it with very little fanfare. There's Mike doing his thing, getting us all ready. Mike, I'm about to call in, let them know we're here. All right, beautiful, what can I tell you? Beautiful Ensenada. There's some nice places around. I'm trying to show you, here we go, some of the scenery. There's the view of the coastline that we see just south of the marina entrance. That big building there, that's the hotel. Marina's behind that wall there. Then you go a little farther and it looks like some more housing units, and then maybe you get into some industrial stuff. I'm not sure what it is. But anyway, that is Ensenada, the thriving metropolis thereof. Well, permit me to introduce you to our new marina here. Here we are. And it's a pretty crowded place, to be honest. We have a double wide because we've got a wide boat. Our beam is 24.5 feet. And there are some people that came by to be too helpful, way too helpful, but they were well intentioned. Anyway, we are docked now, and what we're looking at here is a marina full of boats. It's a whole industry here in Ensenada for U.S. citizens to bring their boats down here for 6 months to avoid tax. We spend a lot of money and a lot of time in Ensenada and still come way out ahead. That's the Coral Hotel. I'll show you here in a minute if I can get it to work. There we go, that's the Coral Hotel. Yeah, I'm learning how to use this thing. No. well, clearly. That's jeez, come on, keep going. All right, that's the Coral Hotel right there. And as you can see, there's a ton of boats here. So now I got to walk all the way over to that office over there to get registered, and they want all kinds of paperwork. So we made it. We made it to Mexico. By golly, here we are. Hey, I wanted to share with you where the home of the Relentless will be for the next 6 months. We are here at our new slip that we took this morning. The people at the Hotel Coral Marina were very nice. They got us a better slip. And now we're right next to the main gate on Dock B. And we're safely tucked in, as you can see. Plenty of room, which is terrific. And there you go. And as you can see, we're very close to the marina. Nice gate here to make sure people stay out. Right, very close to the hotel. There you go. It's a beautiful day here. A little overcast, terrific. Well, I wanted to share with you where the boat is and where I'm staying. Is called the Hotel Coral in Ensenada, and it really is a beautiful place. The hotel itself is just kind of a family-friendly place. I wouldn't call it a luxury hotel, but it's very nice. But it's very nice as well. And look at this bay. Look at this beautiful, beautiful bay. It is just gorgeous. And I get to spend some time here, kind of relaxing after our trip, taking it all in before I return to the real world and all the wonderful things that we have in the United States. So this, folks, is Ensenada, Mexico, the bay in Ensenada, Mexico, and the Marina Coral. Coral.
Somewhere beyond the sea, somewhere waiting for me, my lover stands on golden sands and watches the ships that go sailing. Somewhere beyond the sea, she's there watching for me. If I could fly like birds on high, then straight to her arms I'd go sailing. It's far beyond a star